Hello again, beautiful starseeds, and welcome back to the month of September. This month, when I was taking a look at it, there's a couple of really cryptic. There was two images that came through for this month. One was really cryptic, and then I had to ask for another image to better explain what the energy is going to be like for this month. The first image that came through was, okay, imagine you standing on a giant chessboard. So there's all of these like squares but instead of all of the squares like a chessboard, some of the squares are missing. And the image was this person referencing all of us in life. And instead of just walking forward, right, walking on, say, like a sidewalk of these squares, it looked like we had to hop onto different squares, like a puzzle, like a game, and choose the right squares or else they'll fall underneath us to get to the other side. That was the first image that came through for September. And I'm like, okay, great. So September is going to be a cryptic puzzle that we're going to have to figure out, and we're going to have to choose the right path. It was really tough to decipher what that meant. I asked for another image. This other image that came through for September was, once again, another really weird one, but it made a little bit more sense. There was an image of a person, okay, representing all of us, walking a dog. And the dog is just a general dog. And it's pulling, right? It's pulling the person, it's pulling us forward. And as it's pulling us forward, we're out of control. We're not choosing the direction of where we're going. We're not choosing the speed or intensity of how we're getting there. And it felt like we were being led rather than leading. So what I take from both of those images for the month of September is that it's really about your path. And especially with that dog image, it was, are you leading your own path or is someone leading the way? This could be a romantic partner, this could be a family member, this could be a boss or a coworker. No, most likely it's not your dog or your pet that's leading your path on life. But really tune into who's leading the way. Is it you or is it someone else? And if it's not you, then it's a really good time to step into the lead, to really take the lead yourself. So a good question for you to ask yourself is, am I leading my own life? Am I choosing the direction? Am I choosing the duration? Am I choosing the intensity of which I'm leading? And if not, who is leading me? And how do I take my power back from that person? A good way to ask yourself or to observe whether or not you're leading is, do you feel free enough to make your own decisions? Okay. If you were to be like, I want to, but also I need to take a vacation. I need a break. And the first thought in your mind is, oh, my husband, wouldn't want us to take a vacation. Why? Yeah, maybe it is financially, maybe it is time off work, maybe it is whatever. Or I really need to take a vacation, but, my kids would, want to come and I just need something solo, right? So what or who is getting in the way of you making choices for yourself? Now, I don't want to say totally be selfish and avoid, the bank account. Like it's not about a vacation, but it's about asking yourself if you're able to make choices freely is really what it comes down to. And then the other thing to think about too is during your day, during just an everyday, at work, at home, cooking, cleaning, driving, taking care of the kids, whatever your day looks like, listening to EA. No, I'm kidding. Whatever your day looks like, I want you to ask yourself, do thoughts of another person come up in your mind often? Yes or no? If the majority of your day is spent thinking about someone else, especially in a negative way, or thinking, what would my husband think about making this decision? Or like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't do that because of this person or my kids or whatever. Start to really recognize those thought patterns and rearrange that to feel more empowered in your life. Or if you're like, I feel financially strapped because my house keeps breaking down and it keeps needing repairs and I really can't get ahead, then maybe it's time to move or to sell the house or shift that dynamic. We can't be stuck in dynamics or relationships anymore. So this is the time to look really hard at your life and ask yourself, am I in control? Yes or no? And if not, who is in control other than me? What is in control other than me? And focus on changing that dynamic. Even if it's finances and you're just consumed with thinking about finances all the time, and I get it. I mean, minimum wage and then inflation is killing everyone. It's actually quite devastating in the world right now. So, how do you free up yourself financially? It could be simply by making the statement, I am ready to free myself financially. A lot of us don't even get to the point where we're making a statement saying I'm ready to free myself financially. We don't even get there because we don't even think it's possible. So we don't make that statement. Instead, we're stuck in, I can't afford, I can't do this, I'm limited, I continue to be limited financially because of the state of the world, because of the state of my life. Because we don't believe it's possible, we don't even ask for it. And there's that saying, I think it was like freaking Wayne Gretzky, that said, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. Stop preventing yourself from making that change or taking that leap or creating opportunities. You don't need to know how that relationship is going to shift and change. You don't need to know how you're going to create more money. Don't get stuck in that. Don't get stuck in the limitation of timelines. Open yourself up to all of the possibilities. And same thing, it's like instead of trying to walk through life like a puzzle, make the path. Don't try and follow some sort of cryptic path. Make your own path. Will it into existence. That's what I would recommend for this month. Just really focusing on what's holding you back and then changing those dynamics. So speaking of changing dynamics, one thing that I've heard a lot from the community, one thing that I get asked a lot is about the third eye and having a third eye block and even having a block with visualization. Now, my main ability is clairvoyance, which means that pretty much everything I experience and see and download is visual, just like those two visual representations, those metaphors that I gave you. That's something that I saw with my third eye. For me, it can be very difficult to teach people how to unblock their third eye because it does come so naturally to me that it's like, okay, how do I teach people to do this? It is really quite difficult. Something that I've had to teach myself is much easier to teach because I've gone through not having it and then having it and experiencing it. And how did I get there from point A to point B? So this month I am focusing all of my content on the membership on unblocking your third eye. So in one of my videos, I'm literally going to be talking about unblocking your third eye, why your third eye is blocked. And I will say that a lot of starseeds have blocked third eyes and crown chakras. And that's for a very specific reason. And then in my creator download drop, I'm going to do how to unblock your third eye. And I'm going to talk about what I did when I was 18. So essentially, I was born with a very open and active clairvoyant and third eye, open third eye. And then I shut it all down around 10 years old. And then I reopened it around 18, 19 years old. And I'm going to go over what I did when I was 18, 19 to reopen it. and then also how to close it again, because we don't want to walk around with a totally open third eye. So yeah, hopefully that resonates and makes sense. And of course, hopefully you watch those videos. And as always, I'm so happy to have you here. Keep up the good work. Sending you lots of love for the month of September. And as always, I will see you in the New Earth frequency. Bye for now.